And now we are into the second work package, which deals about the development of the technology itself, the development of the services, the development of the portal, of the clients. And we are now testing the first pilots, and then as soon as the whole technology will be finished, they're integrated, then we'll be running the full piloting stage for a year. And then, of course, we have a number of horizontal work packages dealing with dissemination, with IPR, with exploitation, and with networking. If you have a look at the Gantt chart, the dashed line is where we are now. So that means roughly a little bit later than halfway through. Most notably, you will see the number of activities are finishing very soon, and that's the development stage. That's just to show you at a glance where we are. So after the set of tasks will end, then we will start with the pilot itself. So let's step into the project. Our users, the institution that we are addressing are civil protection operators, public administration engaged with urban planning, and again, agency dealing with resource management and decision makers. As I mentioned, the activity and the flavor of Briseida is very operational. We are developing a number of technologies that will have to be used in real operational scenarios. And these are the location of the scenarios we are addressing. In particular, we have a pilot in Greece dealing with forest fires emergencies, as well as a pilot in Croatia, which is also dealing with forest fire emergency. Then we have two pilots in Czech Republic dealing with floods and with management of forests. And we have one pilot in the north of Italy, which is dealing with hydrogeological disturbances. Then we have one pilot in Spain, in the region of Navarra, dealing with emergency management and deployment and control of emergency vehicles. And finally, last but not least, we have a pilot in Portugal, dealing with urban planning. So these all pilots, we will see throughout this workshop, they all share the same requirements. And the basic requirements of them all, that seem to be different, but in fact they share a number of requirements, is the use of spatial temporal information. So what Briseida has been doing is been working, extending the standard activities through the standard domain of geographical information through the use of time. And to do that, we had to develop a number of technologies, a number of ingestion services, for instance, that could be used to get information and ingest it through the infrastructure within the SDI that has been developed, as well as a number of processing services, and this has been done through deployment of WPS, web processing services, that again could be capable of dealing with spatial temporal information. This means, for instance, services capable of doing extrapolation or analysis, spatial analysis, spatial temporal analysis, all done again in interoperable manner. Then we had to develop a number of searching services, again in the spatial temporal domain, not only in the spatial domain. So this is what has been done right now in the context of the work packages that I was mentioning before. And on top of that, we had to develop also technologies to represent this information. That means extending current services with support of time. That means WMS, WCS, with support of time, as I mentioned. And since we wanted to have usability as one of the highest priorities within the project, the user had to be, let's say, at the highest priority in terms of importance, we decided that we also develop everything through a 3D client, so that all this technology, again, is interoperable, but yet is user-friendly, so that operators can use that through a 3D client that we have developed in the context of the project. And all this will be seen today during the workshop. So as I mentioned, the value-added services allow support of, spatial temporal data through WMS, through WFS, through CSW. So everything has become a comprehensive set of services that support space and time. In terms of impact, Briseida, first of all, promotes, of course, the reuse of geographic information to a wider extent. The problem of spatial temporal information is not trivial, and it becomes crucial when you're dealing with domains and with issues regarding to emergencies, of course, especially in cross-border emergency. Imagine a flooding of a major river that involves several countries, certainly not only one. So in terms of the community of those players involved, the project is bringing added value in terms of sharing experience. Technology partners are sharing experience with users, with operators. All of us forced to be using interoperable communication and standards. In terms of content provider, they are also being exposed to front-end technologies, but they are also acquiring from the project increased awareness on what can be done with this technology, and their feedback has been essential for us. And then the target user. The target user, as I mentioned, for us are civil protection, public administrations. We believe that the contribution of the project in terms of software development, but as well in terms of data harmonization and definition of data and metadata model, is being very important for me. In terms of expected results, we are developing the technology that you will see later already in the first versions, that can allow a single point of access to the spatial temporal information required by the various users. And in the remainder of this workshop now, we will start presenting step by step the various achievements of the projects, how these achievements are ensuring that data are more usable, more accessible, how do we really make use of time, as I mentioned, within Brisata, and to do that we will have to show you the details of the data metadata model we have developed, as well as the technical details of the software components that we have developed, which represent a significant part of the project. And we believe that this project, as we will show you throughout the remainder of this workshop, is playing a key role among the several players involved. And we believe that it's setting the base also for a common platform that will become open source and available for the public. So we believe that from this point of view, the project will have hopefully a significant impact. And just to wrap up, the next presentations that will follow myself will deal with, first of all, an overview of the relevance of the services in terms of EU cohesion, and that will be presented by Maria Vale, Vale from IGP, the Portuguese mapping agency. Then Federico Prandi, who is the technical manager of the project, will introduce the technical details of Brisata. And then I will show you with a live video all the technologies that we have developed so far to see in real life how they can be used and possibly can be useful for you too. And in the end, Dragan Dijevic from Geophoto will also introduce the impact in terms of IPR and market impact that we believe will bring to the wide community. So then let me leave the floor to Maria. Over to you.